Hi there, and welcome to another After School Tech Tip with the Tips team. I'm Karen, and today we're going to talk about originality reports in Google Classroom.
Version history is available in Google Docs, and Originality Reports is available in Google Classroom. And that's the next topic I'd like to explore. Edmonton Public Schools has unlimited Originality Reports because we have a Google Workspace Education Plus accounts. Originality Reports became exceptionally popular during the pandemic, and they have continued to be so. The opportunity to use Originality Reports is like a Turnitin or plagiarism checker as part of Google Classroom. When you're using an assignment in Google Classroom, any teacher can check the check plagiarism or to enable originality reports. So this can happen when teachers are setting up an assignment in Google Classroom. Students are also able to check originality or check for plagiarism on their assignments as well, up to 3 times before they actually submit the assignment. Teachers can also turn on originality reports after students have turned in their work, but this limits their ability to check their own work against the repository. You can have any kind of document attached so long as it has text, but the document can't exceed 2 megabytes in order for an originality report to be generated. So again, this is in the setup. So this is what it looks like in the classroom grading tool. So once students have submitted their assignments, then they have given up their access, their ownership of the document to the teacher as the teacher's grading. And as the teacher's grading the assignments through the classroom grading tool, we can go to the student work page and click on any student's work to get to that classroom grading tool. And a new window pops up. The top right-hand corner, there is the turn-in history of the assignment. And if you enabled originality reports, you can see the flagged passages. So here's an example of an originality report that does have some flagged passages. So on the left, this document has 2 flagged passages, and then there's a little launch open up icon there so that we could see into the detail. When we do that, we can see some of the summary of the originality reports. We have 2 options. We can switch between the metrics of count, or we can switch between the metrics of percentage. So in it, it also indicates to us the web matches that it has searched the Google repository for. So everything that is web-based, there is 2 flagged places, and we can actually go to those sites to check it out. And we can also see a lot of the detail about what is flagged. So here's an example of this launched, clicking on the specific top match there. This web match in this student's work, this is the student's work who has given us permission to share this today, as well as this sentence that has been flagged as being a web match. So we can go look at the website where the content came from. That's linked as well as part of this originality report. So this is not very much flagged content, maybe just a single sentence. And this would be a great opportunity to have a conversation with the student that perhaps it was, an option where they were looking at something, sort of remembered it. Did they cut and paste it? Conversations are very important in this regard. Teachers using professional judgment regarding the severity of the plagiarism was important when Google developed this because, again, it needs to have a conversation. Another fantastic feature of Originality Reports is the option to have a school match. So we have this available in Edmonton Public Schools as well. Checking against certain submissions against the corpus of all of the work that has been submitted using Originality Reports. This helps match whether or not another student, even at a different school, has submitted work that matches. So students' work is copied to the corpus so that it can be compared. So other teachers can't see your students' assignments or see into your Google Classroom or anything like that, but rather it lets you know the student name and what the content was that was matched. So the only way that we can have built up this corpus of matches here is if teachers are using Originality Reports. So when a teacher checks Originality Report, then we build this repository. And we can't do that unless teachers are using the tool. So we very much encourage you to keep that checked off. So school matches are enabled for Edmonton Public, and so long as it's a text file, file types can be supported. So the matches from Edmonton Public that show up here in this picture is 5 flagged passages, which was a significant amount of this document. This is a summer school document, and the student also gave us permission to use this and did say, yeah, I definitely thought I could submit my friends, and it didn't work. The importance of letting students know in advance about this is key. The school matches will show up when they run Originality Reports as well. So had the student run an Originality Report on their document prior to submission, they would have known the teacher was about to see that, yes, in fact, this is someone else's. I have redacted the student name for which the sources come from, but that's also available to see the actual student of where it came from. So the source, if you will. Originality reports do expire. They expire after 45 days, but they can be printed or they can be rerun again. So here's a sample of a printed Originality report where I remove the student name. This Originality report gives the count and the percentage of flagged passages. While this report can be printed and then saved, it definitely has the option to generate a conversation about where information comes from, what good citation is, etc.
Thanks for joining us today. Check back with the YouTube channel for weekly videos or go to tips.epsb.ca for more ways that you can use Google Workspace for teaching and learning. Bye for now.